It is super quiet in here. I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to that. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Latoya. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial of a bunch of new things. Some of the things that I got from my previous haul and some of the things that I got more recently here. So yeah, let's get into this. So I had to zoom you in here because I start off with my eyes, especially when I am trying new makeup to avoid fallout and having to possibly avoid a big mess. In today's video for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the new Pat McGrath palette. I love this packaging. Wish it was on the actual palette. It is the Mothership 5 Bronze Seduction eyeshadow palette. So that's the palette right there. As I said, I wish the outer packaging was the packaging for the palette. These are the colors right there. How beautiful are they? I actually picked it up for this shade specifically. I know, it's kind of crazy. I do hope that it's going to be worth the money because it was a lot of money even with the discount. I have another one of these palettes that I've never used, so I'm going to get to that at some point. But anyways, back to this palette. So I will be using this palette. There's 3 mattes, which is a lot better than the last palette. I think there was only 2 mattes, so hopefully I can work with that. So I always start off by priming my eyes, and today I'm going to be using the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer by Too Faced in the shade Butterscotch. So I'm going to brush up my brows. My brows are kind of unruly. That's okay. And I usually start with my left eye because that's my most problematic eye. That's where it like kind of droops a little bit. There is a whole bunch of stuff going on with that. So to apply my concealer, I'm going to be using a concealer brush by Hakuhodo. It is the B242. You can basically use any concealer brush. And I'm going to use that by going underneath my brow. Kind of like outlining it. My brows are usually like the last thing that I do in my makeup routine. And pull it all over the lid. I usually, well, recently I haven't been setting my base. However, today I will be setting my base because, I don't know, I've been going back and forth with whether or not I like that technique. So you just get whatever concealer or eyeshadow base that you're using all over and pretty even, like so. So I usually take a makeup sponge, this is the one by Japanese, to kind of blend it in a little bit so that it doesn't look too crazy and it is more even. Like that. And as I said, I will be setting it. To set my, I use the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation in the shade C6. Looks like that. I know it looks a little bit light, but trust me, it works. And I'm using the Kat Von D number 25 brush. I don't know exactly what it's for. I think it might be for setting the under eyes or something. But it works really well. It pretty much does it quickly. And there, we have our base for our eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go into the palette. There's not really necessarily a transition shade in here for me. And also I hate that this isn't open more, like for the money. It's not practical. I guess some people might like it if they want to do their makeup and hold it up like this, but I don't in general. I'm doing my makeup at home, especially with such a bulky palette, you know. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here in my crease. There was a like insert with the shadow names. That's another thing about this palette. I don't like that the names aren't on the actual palette. I'm not going to be pulling out that piece of paper to reference the colors. So I'm going in with this shade right here. And I'm going in with a Zoeva 227 brush. I just got a little closer here so that it's easier to see. So I'm going to take this brush into, ooh, this is quite dark, but we'll work with it. I don't feel like I should have to use another palette to get a look out of this one, especially since it's so expensive. So I'm just blending that back and forth. I'm going to wing it out a little bit so that it goes to like the edge of my brow there, you see? Yeah, I'm going to take it up a little bit more. It's not too bad. I'm going to go close into the brow. Yeah. Next I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, and this is by Hakuhodo. It doesn't have a number on it, it never did. It's kind of just a small detailed brush that I use for my outer V. And I'm going to be, I'm going to be going in with this darker shade right here. And hopefully it is dark enough. So I'm just going to take this and the outer V right here. Ooh. I think this is plenty dark. Just kind of stamping it on. Yeah, that works. And then I'm going to blend it out with a clean brush. This is a clean Zoeva 227. Just add a little bit of dimension to this look. I'm super excited for the red color. I'm going to pack on some more of that dark color. I'm going to the crease a little bit and a little bit onto the outer third of the lid area. Oh, yay. So that's what we got so far. I'm feeling it. It looks a lot darker in person. Ooh, it looks a lot darker in the crease as well. So maybe I just need to pack it on instead of trying to blend it out. Let's see how that goes. That is really, really, really pretty. I'm loving it. Maybe it wasn't as dry on the outer part here than it was on the actual lid. So I'm getting ready for the red shade. I would like to try this shade with my fingers. However, I have these long nails going on here, so that's not possible. So I will be taking a brush by Smith Cosmetics. This is the 253. It's like that. And it's like kind of pointed at the tip, which is good to get into like smaller areas. And as I said, I'm going to be going in with this red right here. Super excited. Wow. It picks up really good on the brush. It picks up really good on the brush. Look at that. So hopefully it adheres to my eyelid. Let's see. Ooh, that is so pretty. I don't know if I should use, because I don't really want to do quite a cut crease. I kind of want to do kind of just like a soft cutting of the crease, you know? Not everyone wants to use an adhesive. That is so pretty! I'm just taking a little bit at a time because even though I don't have any foundation on, I just don't want this all over my face. Just taking up a little bit higher than I normally do. I didn't know my camera was in the way. I mean, my mirror was in the way. That's okay. Oh, that is so pretty. That red is really popping. Yes. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more blending with my original color on the top here. Let's see if that works. So this is the eye look so far, and I'm in love. I am going to hop off camera, do the other eye, put on some lashes. You do not want to see me doing that. I don't want to see me doing that because I can barely see, and I'm like this against the mirror, literally trying to get them on, because also my lashes are quite unruly. They're curly, they curl up like this, they go all over the place. So yeah, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Lashes are on. Literally took me an eternity because I can't see for ish. I use these lashes right here. The brand is Tatti Lashes. I use the TL6. This is what the eyes are looking like right now. I'm going to zoom you out and I'm going to start on my face. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit extra because my skin is combination, so I need to prime differently for different areas. For most of my face, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, and I'm going to be putting that on like the perimeters of my face here. This feels really good, nice, and moisturizing. I've only used this a couple of times, but I like it. And then for my T-zone area where I get oily, I'm going to be using this new CoverFX mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. That is it right there. I'm just going to put it in the places where I produce the most oils, which is right here on my nose, a little bit on my cheeks, my forehead, just right here in the center. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit over my brows, so they can get a little bit oily depending on the product that I'm using, and just a little bit right there. So let that sink in for a couple of minutes and we will put the foundation on. The foundation I'm going to be using today is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. That is a scary word, luminous, that is, for someone who has a little bit of oiliness. However, I'm going to try it out. I did have this in the past and I don't recall what it was like, and I got the exact same color, which I thought didn't work for me, but we will see. I'm going to go in with this Japanese sponge. I'm going to put some on the actual sponge, and we're going to start. Ooh, that might seem like a lot, but I love full coverage, so. Oh, it has a fragrance. I'm not too fond of that. The colors, I don't know. I'm not too fond of fragrances. I don't understand why they need to be in foundations. However, we shall see. I use a ton of pumps. When people are like, oh yeah, I use 1 pump or 2 pumps for my entire face, I do not understand that at all. And also, I don't go underneath my eyes because I'm going to put concealer there and I don't want any extra coverage, especially since I have dry under eyes. For me, it's also important to get down the neck so that it blends seamlessly. And I don't do my ears, well, currently, because you won't be able to see my ears with the hair that I currently have. I'm going to go in with the Born This Way concealer once again in the shade Butterscotch underneath my eyeballs and in the center of my face. It may look like I put a ton on because I do, and I'm okay with that because I love full coverage. I actually don't feel like I'm doing my makeup if it's not full coverage. Put a little bit there, there, on my forehead, and down my nose. I'm going to be going in with this sponge by Elsie Cosmetics. It is massive, especially when you wet it, but I like the tip because it's nice and precise. And just start blending. Like do you see that? That is awesome, honestly. I know the color looks bright right now, but I promise it will all work out in the end. And I can get really up close to my nose, which I like. I set my concealer immediately, almost immediately. Right now I'm using the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation in the shade C6. I don't do any kind of baking because, as I said, recent development, my under eyes are pretty dry. That's only happened within the past, like, I don't know, maybe a year or so. It's very new to me. I'm seeing lines and wrinkles that weren't there before. Age. Enjoy your youth, honestly. Just powder that really nicely. I'm thinking of going in with a cream product for bronzer. This might look a little bit crazy, however, it's gonna all work out, I promise. Recently, when I was in Vancouver, I got this Nudestix Nudies Tinted Blur Stick, and this is it right here. It's in the shade Deep 10. I love the fact that you do not have to sharpen it. It just twists up like that. And I'm going to be putting on a little bit of this on my cheeks. I don't usually cream contour for my face. I do for my nose from time to time. And I'm going to put some on my 7 head. I'm not in denial. I know that I have a pretty big forehead, so there's that. And some on my jawline to give the appearance of being slimmer. I'm going to go in, I think, with this Elsie Cosmetics sponge and blend that out. I used this like once, I think, while I was in Vancouver, and maybe another time while I was home. Been struggling a little bit with my makeup. Now this is too big. Been struggling a little bit with my makeup, about being creative. Instagram has been flipping depressing because I just haven't been getting the response that I normally get. So hopefully this is gonna bring us back. Let's blend that in. That looks a touch nuts, but as I said, it's going to work out. Next I'm going to go, I didn't get a new powder. Actually, I did. I got the Sephora one. However, I think it's a little bit too light. It's the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in Deep 56. And that's what it looks like right there. I think that's too light to set my entire face. So I'm going to go in with this Laura Mercier. I've had this for ages. Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder. That's it right there. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D. Oh, that's not it. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D number 20 brush. It's just for all over the powder. Let's bring this together now. I feel like that's coming together a little bit better now. Okay, excellent. I'm also going to be going in with a little powder, bronzing, or contour, whichever it is. This one is by Nars. It's in this shade Gienah. It's a duo. It's well loved, as you can see. I think that's the Gienah. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm just going to put a little bit here on my cheeks. Bring some warmth and life back into my face. Because that concealer was on the pale side. I probably should have mixed it. Ooh, I almost forgot to contour my nose. I'm going to use the Nudestix nudie tinted thing. I'm just going to bring it down there like that, and like that, and blend it out with a brush. I know that is a lot. I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. Not positive, but pretty sure. I'm going to go in with this Luxie Jadeywadey, I think it's called. I don't know. 182 brush. It's dual ended. There is a fluffy end, and there is a more flat end. I'm going to use the fluffy side. I'm going to blend, blend, blend. I like this brush. It's a good idea. I'm going to snatch my nose real quick. This is a nose job with makeup. Get the tip. How do we feel about that? I'm liking it. I'm going to soften the edges a little bit with my Japanese sponge. And yeah, almost there. Now I'm going to work on the lower lash line. I'm going to go back in with the Pat McGrath palette. I'm going to go in with this darker color here. And hopefully, and a pencil brush by Zoeva. It is the 230 Luxe pencil brush. And let me see. Can you see? I'm just going to take this color and kind of connect it. I'll take it down pretty far. And then I'm going to take a clean pencil brush. I think this is by Sigma. And I'm going to take the red color and put it on the inner corner. Is that a little bit too low down? What do you think? I might have to clean it up a little bit. That's it right there. I'm going to blend them into each other. I was considering lower lashes. However, I don't have the patience today. I'm going to have to just work with my baby lashes. I'm going to do the other eye and return. Do we have twins? Identical ones? I think we do. Well, as close as it's going to get. Anyways, there's only a couple steps left, and then we're going to wrap this look up. Highlighter and a lip color. So I'm going to zoom you guys out. I do have a newer highlighter that I've been using actually very frequently because it doesn't emphasize my texture. It's a cream highlighter by Kaja. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's a K-beauty brand. Yes, it is. Kaja highlighter, Mochi Glow is in the shade Luna. I apologize for how crazy mine looks, but yeah, that's just the reality of it. It's a cream highlighter, and I put it on with a beauty blender. I just swirl around like that. That's why it looks like I'm hitting pan, even though I'm not. And I tap it onto my cheeks, like so. Gives a nice wet look. It doesn't like make it all bumpy looking, you know. I put a little bit up here as well, where the light would naturally like hit my face, in between the brow. I mean, like in the middle of the brow. Ooh, that's nice. A little bit on my chin. And I've kind of been skipping down the nose as well as the tip. I'm just going to put a little bit like right there. Maybe a touch here. Not too much though, because I don't want it to be overwhelming. Ooh. I think I kind of messed up my lighting in the beginning of the video. I hope it's still like salvageable, but check that highlight out though. I like it. For the lips, I'm going to go in with a Artist Color Pencil by Makeup Forever. It's in the shade Limitless Brown. And I'm just going to line my lips with that. I'm going to fill them in just a little bit. Just like that. And top lip. And for lipstick, I'm going to be using a liquid lipstick by Huda Beauty. It's a new one that I got, fairly new. It's in the shade Girlfriend, and that's what it looks like right there. I've been loving this color. Just kind of not perfect with putting it on. I just kind of slap it on a little bit. I'm going to tap it out with my finger. That is the lip complete. Super comfortable. That's why I love her formula. So this is the completed look. I was very unsure about the foundation because of the color, but it all came together with my concealer and the powders. I am loving this highlighter. It is poppin'. I think I'm going to be going with more cream highlighters from now on because it doesn't emphasize any texture on my face. I also love this eyeshadow palette. I'm not sure how versatile it is yet. I have to keep using it to see. I have been also loving this lip color by Huda Beauty, and I already love the formula, so it's just a matter of picking the right type of nude for me, and for me this is the perfect nude. My eyebrows are the usual with the ABH brow powder, and I liked the Nudestix for contouring. It worked really well for my nose. I love these lashes by Tatti Lashes. I have a bunch of different styles and they're one of my favorites by far. I kind of, you know, if you've been here before, how it goes with my hair. I pretend like I did something and make myself a little bit more presentable, and this is it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have suggestions for another video that you might want to see me do. I'm always getting a ton of products. Follow me on my Instagram. I don't know how to do that over here to see the newest things that I have in, or maybe an older palette that you're interested in that I may have. I probably do have because I have a ton of makeup. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.